TotalEnergies' ambition is to be net zero by 2050, together with the society. This means that TotalEnergies is transforming from an oil and gas company to a multi-energy company. This transition is supported by two pillars, oil and gas and integrated power. TotalEnergies' target is to reach 50% in renewable electricity by 2050, with the remaining share of oil and gas at 25%. Discover how putting lubricants on the market will lower impact on the environment, helping customers to reach their carbon neutrality.
Dear followers, dear listeners, welcome for a new Nexus Talk podcast. Today, it is the last and third episode dedicated for our Nexus strategic supplier, TotalEnergies. Indeed, today, during this podcast, we will talk about re-refined base oil with Jean-Paul. Hello, Jean-Paul.
Hello.
Thank you very much for being with us. Maybe can I just ask you to introduce yourself for the audience, please?
Yes, certainly. So Jean-Paul Souchez. I'm a product development manager within the headquarters of TotalEnergies Lubricants, and I'm in charge of the heavy-duty on-highway and off-highway engine oils on a global perimeter.
Thank you very much, Jean-Paul.
Performance additives that are very often of petroleum origin and that are obtained by refining. So now what is an RRBO? RRBO is a re-refined base oil. So following the collection, the recovery of used oils, these products that look like black or dirty are purified. So that soot, impurities, and additives are removed. And then the product is sent back to the refinery. So that in the end, their characteristics are very similar to the ones of new base oils from the refining process. And by doing so, the final product is recycled. And this is why we're contributing to circular economy.
Okay, thank you very much for this definition. Indeed, it was important to take that. Jean-Paul, how has RRBO evolved over time from hydraulics to light and heavy-duty engines and transmission? And of course, how has the quality of RRBO improved?
What's very important for us is that our products, including RRBO, are equivalent to the standards products in terms of performance. The OEMs will validate our products, they will fully validate our products even, and give us approvals. And so we started by hydraulics because it's easier to pass all lab tests with hydraulic oils and cheaper as well. And then we moved on to transmission and engine oils. And there it's more complicated because we have to pass all the engine tests. So it's a whole process. And by doing so, in the end, we have fully approved products that are now used in cars or trucks. The processes also that are used to purify these used oils have improved. And this is why the quality of RRBOs is improving over time. And so we may expect to use them in more and more sophisticated and high-tier products.
But you mentioned indeed to, let's say, getting ahead legislative constraints. Can you explain why this is crucial for TotalEnergies?
Yeah, we saw in some countries outside of Europe, that is in India and Turkey. In these countries, they have implemented legislation requiring a minimum RRBO incorporation rate. And we have to prepare for such an eventuality in Europe. And so we need to understand which RRBOs can be used in each application. And to this end, we have already validated the possibilities for a number of products and established commercial relationships with existing RRBO suppliers.
All right. Now that we have also this point well explained from your side, Jean-Paul, a very important aspect will be about the environmental aspect. No? So what concrete impact does RRBO have on the carbon footprint?
We are using RRBOs in different products, and so incorporation rates may vary. But in certain engine oils, they reach over 50%. and in that case, carbon footprint will be reduced quite a lot. We have carbon footprint reduction up to 30% in these heavy-duty engine oils.
All right. And if we go, let's say, further, how does TotalEnergies' contribution with RRBO align with the company aspiration towards carbon neutrality and more environmentally friendly practices?
TotalEnergies aims is to reduce its carbon footprint with a target of carbon neutrality by 2050. And TotalEnergies lubricants will contribute to this. So a first thing that will contribute to this is recycling these used oils in this circular economy. So contribution to reducing carbon footprint with RRBOs is one topic that will help us reach that target, in addition to other topics like eco-circular packaging or immersion cooling for electric vehicles.
Perfect. So Jean-Paul, thank you very much for giving a real inspiration concerning RRBO at TotalEnergies. Thank you very much indeed for joining us, Jean-Paul. And to all our listeners and followers, thank you very much also for joining us. And we hope to see you soon again. And thank you very much.
Thank you.